Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Katajyana and I am a content creator on YouTube where I share hair, fashion and lifestyle videos. Today's video is going to be a career video where I'm going to talk to you about my journey going back to school after 30. So I had already filmed a previous video about it, but I felt like I did not go into the details. And I'm not into the details, but I didn't really tell you how I felt. Sorry if I'm closing my eyes a lot. The light is extremely bright because it's late at night, so I'm literally only filming with my ring light and a light above my head. So that is why my eye look a little bit. So I wanted to talk about my journey in terms of how I felt, what I went through. Was it a roller coaster or is it a roller coaster? My career is a bit particular. As I told you, I will put, of course, the video where I talk about my career and what exactly I am specialized in, what field I work in, whatever the case. I put the video at the bottom bar. But I wanted to talk about the experience that I had going back to school after the age of 30. When I had made that decision, honestly, I left school. Well, you can call it in America, in the States, or whenever. I am a college dropout. I had stopped school because it just was not working out, and honestly, financially, it was not possible, anyways. So I had built my career working, but I always had this idea in my head. I wanted to grow. So when I made that decision, honestly, to go back to school, I was a little bit afraid because I said, you know what, I am 30, I think I was 31 or 32 at that time. And I said, you know what, I'm 31, 32. I'm now a mom. Maybe that's not the right thing to do. Maybe I should just go back to my usual job and just focus on that. And honestly, in the moment, that is what I would have done. But then I said to myself, you know what? Life is really short, and I'm really serious about this. But I honestly today do not want to live my life with regrets, because I feel that the moment I start regretting something, it means that I did not take this. I did not do the thing that I wanted. So I honestly made that decision to go back to school, and it was not an easy decision because it meant that I had to go back into the sitting down in a classroom, literally going back to school. Of course, there were certain options I could have taken. I could have do it half, like go to school and then go to the work at the company, which I'm doing now because I went back to school after again. But my first reaction was I was afraid. I was afraid to fail. I was afraid that I would not manage everything. And that is the first reaction that you have when you're taking such a huge decision in your life. Do I encourage someone else to do it, to go back to school after creating a career, a life for themselves? Yeah, honestly, I don't regret it. And that's one thing I said. I don't regret it. I would have, I think if I hadn't done it, I would have regretted it. I would have said, what if? And I am trying not to you see that what if sentence? I honestly would like it to disappear from my words, my mouth, because I've spent many years, my entire life, to be honest, always saying, what if what if this had happened, instead of just doing it. And then, of course, always in a safe space, always make sure that you have a secure environment before taking such a big decision. From the moment you don't do something and you really want to do it, deep down you want to do it, later down you will regret it, unfortunately. So yeah, so that is one decision that I made, is going back to school, and that is one emotion that I felt. The other thing is organizing my day. I knew that I had to study, and I also knew that I had a life. It was not only me. When you're young, it's easier. Honestly, that's the truth. The only person you have to think about is yourself. But when you're a mom and you're not alone, your mom, you're not alone anymore. You have a human being that you have to take care of. You have family that you have to take care of. You must manage or organize your day throughout that. For some people, when they after school they go home, they have the party. I don't have that. I don't have that. You won't have that. Let's keep it real. I mean, if you have family here that are close by that you can drop off your child, or you can take time to study, that's great. Or if you have a partner and all of that helps, honestly. But my life started, my study life started after all of that happened, after the whole putting the kid to sleep and all of that. That is when I started studying and I could be a student. And that was, I think it was like already 9 o'clock, to be honest. The journey is not easy, honestly. There are some ups and downs. There were moments where I wanted to stop. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna pretend that it was all beautiful sparkles and success. It was success when I passed, of course. But in that moment, I just remember I had a down moment. I remember my grandmother had passed away, and I could not go to her funeral, and that was something that just hurt me so bad. If you only knew. Because I love my grandmother. I love my grandma, my grand. Whether it's my family, they always encourage me to prosper and to become, just be the best person that I can be and be happy for myself, be happy. So after that, I had to organize my day, organize when I'm going to study. Instead of spending quality time, I had to study sometimes, honestly. And it was important for me because I did not want to make all these sacrifices. And at the end, I failed. And it's maybe not really good because sometimes, you can do something and you can still fail. And that doesn't mean that you did not succeed. I mean, it's not a bright example. Let's take Jennifer Hudson, for example. Jennifer Hudson did not win American Idol. Did she fail in her career? No, she succeeded. She won Grammys. So even though you do fail, don't just focus on that. Try to think of other things. Try to push yourself further, and always remember your goal at the end. All right. So that is the second thing that I had to do, and also, of course, not do, had to focus on is just adapting my new life based on my student life. The third thing that was a little bit harder is, it's hard. It wasn't harder before because the training that I did, it was with adults. I think we were around 29, 52. And now that I'm going back to school again, and this is my last training, I'm done. This is my last exam, that I'm over it. Okay, I'm just kidding, but I will not continue after this, and that is for sure. Now that I'm honestly in a classroom with younger kids, sometimes it's good, but sometimes it's like, or it's a bit weird. I'm gonna be honest, it's weird because we don't have the same mentality, and I know that when you worked, you have a career behind you, you feel like you're kind of going backwards, but you're still moving forward in a way. Once you put your mind to something, you can reach your goal. You can get through. So that is what I'm thinking of. I'm trying to focus on believing that I can succeed. That is a motivation. So just remember that no matter what decision you make in life or you take in life, all right, you will have obstacles. Sometimes it will go as planned. Sometimes it will not. Sometimes you will struggle. Sometimes you will succeed. Sometimes it will come easy. Sometimes it will not. So just remember, do it for yourself. Do not listen to anybody around you. Honestly, it's hard to say because it's like 50-50. You kind of still have to listen to some people around you because if your decision is impacting their lives, that's something else. But I mean, people who are very negative, people who are bringing you down, people who are not encouraging you, maybe they're not the right person to be around you, honestly. You're going to have a lot on your shoulders. And if you're listening to all those the negative people, the people who are bringing so much negativity in your life, it's not going to help you. It's not going to help you. All right. My experience going back to school after 30 went well. For the first part, I did get my exam. as a payroll specialist, it was honestly very difficult in certain, all depends on all depends on the classes. But honestly, I think after thinking back, it has nothing to do with me not being capable of succeeding. It's just that it's my confidence, the confidence that I had in myself, and I was so afraid of failing. I was nervous, and I was just trying to focus and trying to succeed, and I was managing everything, and I didn't want to fail because I made so many sacrifices. But at the end, I did succeed. I did get my payroll specialist certification, and because of that, I am now following my bachelor's degree. In HR, my bachelor's degree in HR. Of course, it's harder because, I'm telling myself, okay, my career might start after I'm 35 once again. But, in a way, it's okay. At least I'm more mature. I know what I want, and I know where I want to go in life. So I think it's like a 50-50 thing. You can't have both worlds. And that is life. That life is all about challenges. I think if things come way too easy for me or for anybody else, you won't sweat. When you sweat for something, you put in the work, you put in that work. You're like, okay, I deserve that. And when it comes too easy, you're like, okay, I don't know. I'm not sure. What do you think? Do you think you have to struggle would you rather get something easy, or would you rather struggle for something and succeed? I don't know. What do you think? So yeah, I think that's all for my video. I hope you love this type of video. I am trying to switch up things on my channel. As you know, I am still talking about hair. I'm going to talk about fashion. And talking about fashion, all right, we're going to talk about fashion. I made this top, not the jacket, of course, not the jacket. Sorry if my microphone, but I made this top. And as you can see, it's like blue underneath it. I just love it. Of course, hold on. The sleeves, I love it. I had created the pattern a couple of years ago, but I'm not going to go into it. I will film another video where I talk about this top. And I'm not sure, I didn't show you the back because I'm not quite sure. As you see, it's like short like this, okay? I'm not quite sure what I want to do with the back, so we'll see in the future. So that is one of the things, fashion. And I'm showing you the hair. My hair is a old mini box plaits. I don't know what you call it. You have mini twists, mini plaits. I call it plaits, but I don't know what you guys call it. And I did a hairstyle and it gave me waves. So I said, let me just rock it for this video. So yeah, and my hair in the back is in a bun. It's a little bit messy, to be honest, but it is what it is. So yes, anyways, that's all for this video. I hope you love this type of video where I shared a little bit of my story going back to school after 30. How I felt and where I see myself a few years from today. Of course, a few years from today, I see myself not going back to school. No, I'm just kidding. No, a few years from today, honestly, I see myself working as an HR with experience and knowing what I'm doing and just feeling confident in my work. And even though sometimes I'm going to swim, I'm going to be lost. It is what it is. That is a part of any job anyways. It's not even about HR. It's just any job. Sometimes you're just like swimming, or just hanging on for dear life. So yeah, so that's all for my video. I hope you love this type of video, and I will see you in my next video. Have a good day, everybody. Bye.